Hello and welcome back. This is Michael Walk. I am going to show you today on how to set up your QuickBooks online if you just signed up. So first thing you want to do is when you sign in, you'll see this one section here about these different points to go through. So starting with, you want to customize your invoice, so click here. And there will be these different tabs to help you set up your invoice. So you would just name it. We'll call it Craig's Landscaping. And over here on the side, there's sections on adjusting to give you a view of it. So here you want to just click this and you want to choose your template design. So we'll just stick with this one. You can add a logo. See if I can add a logo here. I don't know if they'll allow me because this is a sample company. Okay, there it is there. You can make it large, small, really small. You can place it in different places. We'll place it over here. Then you can give your invoice some color or not. We'll keep it orange. You can change the font if you want. And then if you want to print it out, so that it fits in the form, so you can print it in an envelope right here. That's helpful. You can use letterhead paper if you need to, if you have some, so on. Okay, so that's on how to design your template. Next is your content. Now if you notice, there's these little pencils here, these pencil icons. Each time you click on it, it's going to give you the information on that specific area. So we're going to keep that the same. We'll put in the phone number. So on. You get the idea. And it shows here. You can click this, it takes it out. The address. You can change it. Website, you can put the website info. You get the idea. Next is the form name down here. You can rename it if you don't want to name it invoice. You can use the custom transaction numbers and then additional fields. You can add additional fields if you want or not. Now the thing with this with setting this up, you don't want to keep hitting done on each section. You want to do all of them and then hit done. Otherwise it's going to take you back to another area. It'll take you back to the beginning. So you go through this is your email. You can set it up for all your different forms right here. You can change it on how you want it to be subject. You could just put invoice from Craig's. User greeting. You can have it blank or to right here. Customer's name, first, last name, so on. Company name. First name, Here you can change what you want to say, and it'll change over there. See how it changes? And then the next is your payment. This is very helpful. It speeds up you receiving payment quicker. I, in the past, have done this with my customers and they remit right away. It's very helpful. So it's free. If it's a bank transfer, credit cards, there's a fee. I don't think it's going to allow me to do it because, again, this is a sample company that Intuit provides. Here you can do a preview PDF, and it gives you how it looks when it's finished, and you can print it out, or you can download it here or print it out, or you can make it smaller or bigger. When you're done, you just come out, click out, and now we're finished this part of it, so we're going to hit done. And see, now it's checked off. Next would be to send your first invoice. So when you're finished working on a project, you would pull up the person's name, your customer's name. If you want to email them, you can send it later, but I usually leave it unchecked. You've got your terms, and you have your invoice date, the due date, and then any additional fees. We'll say that for Craig's, they they did some lighting for a garden. We'll say they did 5 hours at $75, $375. These here, you can add a message to the invoice, a memo for yourself. This down here is for attachment for receipts. You can scan them in to your computer. Let's see, I don't have one available to scan. Let me see if I do. Hold on. Let's try this. I'll give you an example here. Here's an example. When you can scan your receipts in, if you can add a few, and then you might want to check and see. Here it is here. Then when you're done, you just click out of it. I got to cancel this. And then also you can find attachments in another here if you need to add some other bills or things to the invoice. Okay, and then down here is you can print review. You can make this invoice recurring if you want to. You just schedule when you want it, how many days in advance. So if you have a customer that you do monthly work, you can do 30 days out, and you can have it automatically send or print or none of the above. When you want to have it be created, if you want it on the 1st of the month, we'll keep it the 1st. You give the start date, we'll say today, and you can give it an end date. And the terms, how much you want to charge, if there's a tax for it. Any messages, any attachments. If they want to see bills or receipts, you can attach them here and then send it off. And then when you're done, you just click save. Next thing is you want to set up your payments. You want to accept your payments on your invoices. So we'll finish this up here. Here's the information about receiving free transfers, free bank transfers. You can put the website address, phone number, I think this was Drive. This is an example. You can put your industry, put your company type, how much you receive monthly, and just go through the prompts and fill it out. If there's something that you missed, then you'll have to put in the website. Again, because I'm using a sample company, they might not allow me to do this. Just follow the prompts, you'll get to the bank, and then you would just click done, and then you have to verify it. That's setting up your payments. Next is you connect your bank. That's going to help you be able to download your daily transaction feeds from your bank. This is very helpful because it's going to lessen the load on you doing manual data input. The whole thing about QuickBooks Online is that you want to automate as much as possible of this whole system. You want to then review your transactions and then see your profits on your profit and loss statement here, your P&L right here. Okay, we want to get back out of this. And then if you have employees, you'll get started with employees. Since this is a sample company, and I recommend that you practice on it, it gives you an idea on how to do things. You can run payroll here. With payroll with Intuit, you have to have a subscription. Okay, the next is to connect with your accountant. If you have an accountant that you work with, then you would put their email in here and invite them. Or if you need a ProAdvisor, you can click here, location, and select what kind of help you need. And then you'll find people that you can connect with. Very helpful. This is the best place to start, again, so that you can get up and running quickly with QuickBooks Online. And then the final thing is finishing touches. Polish your profile. Again, you have the opportunity to edit, put in your EIN number if you have one. If you work just for yourself, just under your name, just put your name there. If you're not sure about the tax form, I would leave it blank. But if you're sole proprietor, use that. That just helps with categorizing your chart of accounts for your taxes later on. And so on here. Then you have communication with Intuit. You can tell them if you want to be contacted on different information that they share with you. Next is sales. We already did the customized look and feel for the invoices and the other sales forms and the estimate form. I recommend that you keep this custom transaction off because it may affect the direct connect with your bank, or if you have a merchant processing account with like Stripe or PayPal. I've run into some difficulties with Stripe where this was an issue. But you can try it out, and then if you run into it, you'll possibly remember that about what I said. You got your products and services. This sample company is on the Plus subscription, so if you have Simple Start or Essential, you may not have all these features that are shown here. Go through the expenses. Just keep all of these on. And then the advanced is when you want the year to start. If you want to enable account numbers for your accounts, and the rest of this, if you have multiple currency, how you want your date and number format. When you're finished, just click done. So again, this is a good place for you to start with using QuickBooks Online. I would like to share with you that I have developed a course that correlates with every feature of this application. And if you're working on QuickBooks Online and you don't know how to do something, then you could pull up, say, a banking video on this page here, and it would give you a walkthrough of all these details here. If you were in the register, the checking account register here, then you would be able to, and you didn't know how to do something, then I have a video on this. And also on these other, Create Plus icon, I have videos on all these features also. And then also on the gear icon, I have videos on all this. It's a 77 video course. It's called QuickBooks Online Bookkeeping, a Reference Guide Approach. If you compare my course to other courses, you'll find out that there isn't anything out there like this. What you'll have is people talking to you about how to do something, but they're not going to give you a visual guide for you to reference off this and learn how to do it yourself. I developed this course so that you, as the business owner, could stop wasting time doing bookkeeping and start spending more time on offering your services to your clients and finding new clients. So I hope this has helped you. I'll be making future short videos on my channel, and I wish you the best of luck in 2018 and beyond.